What's up, everyone? It's your boy. Ah, you're wondering what the fuck is that intro? Well, let me tell you something. I've been recording this exact video that you're watching right now for the past what? Let me check. Past 20 minutes, and the mic was muted the whole time. I didn't notice, so I was speaking the entire time. And my mic was muted, and I already did some work here. Lord. Honestly, I feel dumb. Okay, so what's up then? So I hope y'all doing well on this Tuesday morning, ready to grind the art. Like I always, guess I'm not really ready because I've been recording for 30 minutes with my mic muted. And yeah, so today we're doing the daily art grind level 16. And as you know, we're studying the upper body, drawing the torso, arm, legs, arm, hands, and yeah. So as you can see, I already started doing my studies, starting my master study for today. So I'm studying Color Reaper's work, and yeah. So I'll just go over what I did so far, so you guys can understand what's going on. So, so this is the reference that I'm using today for the study. And my goal here, well, for now I'm only gonna do one master study per day. Damn, I can't say shit. I can't speak for shit. And yeah, gonna do one master study and take the time to break it down, because this is what I think actually I've done for the head, or I did it for the head, but for the last day. And I was like, you know what? So then we're only gonna do one at a time, and I'm gonna break it down. And so what I did a trace study. I traced over the actual reference and break down the shape and forms that I'm seeing, so to see how the artist that I'm studying is drawing his characters, what is the base foundation of this character. And you know, I traced the head as well. I traced the head, the torso, traced the arms, the hands, and that's it. We're not doing the pelvis, legs, because we're only focusing on the upper body as for this week and the next one. And once it's done, you also break down the head. I'm doing my own. I'm redoing the same tracing that I've done here on my own and draw the same shapes, so I can learn how to do it myself. And then of course, we're only focusing on the shape. Once the foundation is done, the foundation has been well done. Now we can add the details. And yeah, so for the past 20 minutes, I've been doing this without with my mic muted. Well, I guess, you know, not everything can go perfectly, you know, so it's okay. So yeah, so that means today practice is gonna be shorter than I intended. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna continue. I'm not gonna restart from scratch. I ain't gonna restart everything from scratch. That would be crazy. Or maybe what I will do, maybe I'll make a time lapse at the end of this video of the first 20 minutes of me doing this. Man. Oh wow, that was amazing. This is amazing. If I was on stream, at least people will tell me I was mute, but on a video, nobody can tell me, yo, your mic is muted. Now let me do this airline real quick. After that, we're gonna start adding it. And so also the goal when doing this is not to be 100% perfect, is to aim to be 85 to 90% close to the reference. If you can be 100% close to the reference, that's good. But it's just that don't stress yourself doing those things. This is an advice that I was saying when I realized that I was muted the whole time in the video. So yeah, when you're studying from a reference and you're doing a breakdown, you don't have to stress yourself about being 100% close to the reference. You want to aim for 85%, 90%. Because there will be some things about the reference that you're studying that you won't be able to get even though you do a breakdown. because you're not in the artist's head. You can just assume what the artist was thinking when you sketch the illustration. You can only make assumptions. Of course, when it comes to fundamentals, this is like, you have to understand the fundamentals. This is obligatory the fundamentals to even be able to do the breakdown. Other than that, when it comes to the certain style, certain aesthetic or choices, artistic choices, artistic decision, some of them are clearly visible, like the shape language and all this stuff, and other things are a bit minor. Like you might not understand why is it like this. For example, when I was studying his work in week one for the portrait, I didn't understand why he chose the proportion for the one eye in between to be like less than one eye in between. Till now, I don't understand why he does this. And the only way I can know is either I find an artist that does the same and they explain it, or as the artist itself, why he does this. Why is it this took this artistic decision and it works? Because when I do it, it doesn't work. So this means you understand something that I don't. Now I'm gonna. It's easier to break down an entire body than break down just a face. The face is a face, Well, it's like the way you draw the features of the face is really depending on your own skill, like because you might do the breakdown and everything, but your face will look flat even though you did the breakdown because you're not understanding the way the line works, and yeah. So it's really depending on you. I need to bring the level down a notch. I'm still salty that my mic was muted the entire time. I was giving some good advice and all. So, okay, well, another advice that I just remembered that I was saying in the first 20 minutes that advice. So as you can see right now, I'm doing technically what I'm not technically. I'm basically doing a style study. Master study is a style study. You're studying the style of an artist. But I advise you do the same practice for the beginners. I advise to do the same practice, but not for a master study, but for real life, especially for those who are not, who are still studying the fundamentals. This is what I did last year, in the mentorship that I was in. Our mentor made us take real life reference, and we break them down with shapes and forms. Then from the shape and forms, we start drawing the details, all this stuff. The reason why you want to study from real life is because when you do a real life study, you will know the rules, the right rules to how to draw something, a human body from real life, and you'll gain this information that will stick into your head on how to draw a real human body. So it makes sense how to draw the anatomy, all this stuff. But if you do a master study first before you even try to learn the fundamentals, what's going to happen is that you're going to learn the mistakes from the artist that you're studying, because that will be your main reference. That's going to be your main, what you're going to refer in your mind when you go to drawing your own shit. You're going to refer to the artist that you're studying and not referring from real life references. Like whenever I'm drawing something, I'm drawing my character, I'm always going back in my head with my image bank that I have in head from real life references, and I only use the master studies, the style studies that I've been doing just to embellish, to do a bit of stuff, give a bit more sauce to the work, But if you study the sauce directly without understanding the raw ingredient, how they cook the shit, you won't be able to draw good characters. You won't have the right foundation to draw them, because you can't understand someone's style without understanding the basics. or at least you can. Okay, you can understand it to a certain extent, but you won't be able to produce a good works like a good work like the artist that you're talking about. All right, so this is the breakdown. So now it's time to duel. No, I'm playing. It's time to okay. All right. Water. Water. I think you. Right now, I will reference follow me. I'm not just drawing from my imagination. Not the only one. Face like this and then draw the other eye. So so extreme that I don't see how you can draw one. Shade. I really love his cartoon. Why was I so stubborn about drawing in a cartoon? Maybe I had too much pride back then. Just thinking that cartoon was inferior style or something like that. Which is not, you know. But there's a. Oh, look at me. Studying it. There's nothing inferior when it comes to style, it's just that there's preferences. I think my preferences for anime was so high that I was starting to go down into cartoon. And of course, there's also the fact that the Western cartoons start to disappoint me because the shows they were doing were trash. I'm not putting they were trash. They didn't hit the same. At some point, when I started high school, cartoons weren't the same anymore. So I just felt out in love. I stopped loving cartoons. I stopped loving cartoons and I started to like anime. And then I think maybe that's why I started to down to cartoons. I'm like, this aesthetic is shit. This art style is shit. But then I started to look into artists and I saw their style. Some of them are cartoon. I'm like, yo, they're so cool. My mentor style is a cartoon art style. He has a cartoon art style, but I didn't look down into his style. I liked it. I'm like, yo, I like the way he draws shit. Like, I want to draw like this personally, but you know, I like the way he does this stuff. Yeah. But that's the thing. I could appreciate artists' cartoon style, but I will never draw a cartoon style because I was a hater. I was low-key a hater. I admit it, you know. I realized the error of my ways. It's not really an error. It's just, like I said, it's just preferences. And I realized that, you know, what I envision from my art style is really like leaning more to cartoon than the semi-realistic style. Well, there's just a bit of realism in the style that I'm imagining, but it's really like, oh, like you need a good foundation of cartoon for what I'm imagining in my head. Like a bit of cartooning will come over. You know what I'm thinking about is that it's just ironic that just doing this will be so hard for me to press. When I say hard, like I mean I wouldn't even be able to do like 60% of what I'm doing. Not because I didn't want to do it or I just that I wouldn't be able to understand what the heck is going on. I didn't even know what were fundamentals like. Not the best hands that I've drawn, but it's close, you know, the actual reference numbers. And you know what? I'm not gonna do all the bandages. I ain't about that life. I ain't about that bandages life. What matters is that we understand that I draw art. Also, one thing that I want to take time to analyze is the way the artists I'm studying do their muscle landmarks, yeah, marks. But yeah, how they represent the muscle on the body. I get it in theory. I want to get it in practice as well. I can see there's some lines scratch. I think this is like no, like this is the aesthetic, show some dynamism. The character. This is roughly when you open the gates. Action lines. This is really manga-esque. how he still draw his finger. Almost something, but even though like technically you will be able to see the finger still. I guess this came from a lot of observation, like be able to draw those small details. Like, oh yeah, I don't think you see this figure here, but you still draw it. Even if I'm not doing the best. Better. Okay, pretty close to the back. First master type. Video, I think it's a success. Okay, I've drawn the belt. The belt, the ninja band. Oh. Okay. Where I placed this first section. That's why it's good to trace because you can have better, you can see the landmarks better, proportion better the way the artist places stuff. Better way. If I didn't trace it, I wouldn't be able to. first section of the head. That's if you're trying to go 100%. I'm not trying to go 100%, but if I can fix it, I can, like, especially if I can. Like sometimes you want to fix something, but you don't know what to fix. You can't see it. You can tell something is wrong. You can't tell what is wrong. It's really frustrating. Like, yeah, I can see something is wrong. I can see something is right. That's where your fundamentals come in. Here, it wasn't really a fundamental mistake. It was more like accuracy mistake. I meant, like, where I positioned the arm, it wasn't wrong. I mean, the arm can be positioned like this. Maybe I'll make some tweaks in the perspective here and there. It's just that compared to the reference, it was. Let's work on my hatchings. I don't really hatch. Anyway, so that's it for the master study. I think I did a good job. Pretty close to the reference. Hair is pretty simple, you know. Just trace the silhouette and everything's all right. And yeah, so I'll take a small break and then we'll be back. We're gonna start doing the master study. So for today, master, I'm gonna draw Makoto Yuki, or the personal protagonist. Because I know some people don't know their actual name, so protagonist, but his canon name is Makoto Yuki. Anyway, so I'm gonna take a small break for you guys. It's gonna be an instant like this, and yeah, I'll be right back. Right, we are back from the little break. So now we're gonna do the master study. So for today, I showed you guys what I'm gonna draw, and this is the reference we're gonna use. I'm gonna use a half body portrait, and I'm looking at this reference here. I can clearly see the shapes of the. If I was drawing this person, this reference, I can see clearly the shapes that I will use. You can see the shoulder, like the torso part. So yeah, straight for the triangle or box that goes up like a cup, like a water cup. Yeah, something like this. The oval shape for the head, a bit of square shape for the hair, and straightforward arms with cylinders. This is how you want to break down a real life reference if you were to do a real life reference study. Break down those shapes and all, and even though I said like, oh yeah, the torso look like a one cup, like a cup shape. You will want to divide this in two shapes to determine the upper part of the upper body and the lower part of the upper body, the thoracic cage and the abdomen part. Anyway, so let's start drawing, shall we? Yeah, I feel like today's video is gonna be really short. I guess that's gonna be good for you guys, or maybe not good because some of y'all maybe like to have the 2-hour video so you can take the time to do your grind and shit. So yeah. All right. First, let me lower the. Not lower, but resize the brush. Yeah, for Makoto, I think we can go with pointy oval shape. I don't think we see this here. got long hair, don't care. Feel me? Let me look for another reference. Actually, in the art book, is there a reference of him without the? Okay, yeah, we can see his ears. I'll just take it. All right. Advantage to have a art book. Shout out to the homie who gave it to me for my birthday. With the I guess figurine that came up with neck. Have an angle here for the I'll try to use similar shape from what I've seen from except that he doesn't have a shit that's pump. I'm gonna make it a bit skinny. Get one eye covered. I just need to add one eye. Let's go. Don't be lazy like that, guys. Draw it twice. Even if you can see it, draw it. You need to do a bit of drawing what you can see so you can place it properly. Not totally in this pocket. It's more in that pocket. It's close, but it's not really. It's out of pocket. See what I did there? Okay. I'll stop making jokes. Get his uniform as well. Maybe I will have to nerf some of the shape and the forms for the arms. Kind of it's not baggy, but it's not like you can see properly the shape and form of every what you call this, every muscles. He's not really muscular as well. He's more on the skinny side of things. I realize most of personal protagonists are skinny. Most of them. I think Yu Narukami, the protagonist in E4. I think he's kind of built a little bit, just a little bit, not too much built, but I think he has a bigger build than P4 and P3 and P5. I think. He's not really a smiley person. So protagonist in P3 is really emo. Oh my lord, I zoomed too much. Let me clean this. That, big. This here. Then after that, I'm gonna do that one. What do you call this? We got this covering the line. Where is it? Expose them weakness if there's one, of course. At this point, it's not real weakness because I know what I'm doing. I'm aware of that. So it's rare that you'll cut myself not drawing the cranium properly, but I still gonna leave it. So this is proof toward myself that I know how to draw properly. I keep thinking about the meme that I'm seeing recently with Century Reload, with the voice actors. Uh, voice actors just doing a parody of the dialogues. Century Reload. Did he get the? Oh yeah, he got that little thing. That thing. I never know the name of this. I think I heard it's called a cowlick. That's a weird name. So I'm not gonna call that. Cowlick. Why you will call this? If you know in the comments. If you know, tell me in the comments what this part of the hair is called. I mean, one of my OCs got this on her hair. I just find it cute. Like, put it on her hair, but I don't know what is the right term. I don't think I ever saw someone in real life having something like this in their hair. If it does exist, well, I'm surprised. Now time to drop. exaggerating some elements just to make it more appealing. This eyeball, whatever it's called. Or whatever I want. I'm gonna get close as I practice over and over and over and over. Not taking breaks. Not take breaks, guys. It's important. My coaches been reprimanding. It's not even a word. Reprimanding. I don't know if that's the right term in English. But anyway, they told me you'll take breaks. We're gonna kick you out. They never said that. They strongly advised me to take breaks because they see that I'm just grinding without taking breaks. It's like, nah, we can't do that. We can't work like that, or else we're gonna burn out. What is burnout? I never experienced that. Well, I experienced it in other things, but in part I never experienced it. Luckily, I hope it will never happen. Hmm. I really exaggerated this thing here. It's really I think it's cool. I think it's a cool exaggeration. I think this is my best Makoto Yuki sketch. Or just drawing that I've done so far. Like this year, I've drawn him twice. I've drawn him once for I don't know. I drew him twice for print. One print was canceled because I didn't like it. The second one is going to be a print I'm going to bring to convention this summer. The Otakuton convention. Yeah, and I like it, but the character is a bit well. You're gonna see the print one day, well, or you can just go on my socials. You can see. But yeah, but the first version of the first print the first supposed print I did was so the version of the way I drew Makoto Iki was kind of whack. I didn't like it, so I just canceled it. I'm like, yeah, no, you ain't gonna become a print. I ain't gonna sell you. You ain't gonna sell because nobody's gonna want you. You're too trash to be sold. I'm going to make another one that's even better. Pantalon. Why is it so dark? I can see it. I can see it. I don't know, but I want to know how they did it. Yeah, you can't see it. Never mind then. I have to assume how to draw this. You can't see it, Loki. Bruh. I need to find a way to deactivate this button. The button on the well, it's actually deactivated, but it still works. And to be honest, pockets I never know how to draw them. I just assume a shape, and I'm like, yeah, this is how you draw pockets. I don't care if it's not right. Okay, so we about to do an hour. That's good. So you guys won't have a good grind session today. I wish I will end the video in 30 minutes or something like that. Yeah, since it's I don't know how you call this type of cloning, but cloning that we get the shoulder suit in. But yeah, there we go. So that will be it for today. Pretty easy, pretty clean. Yeah, I think that's my best Makoto Yuki that I've ever drawn so far. So that'll be it for today's video. So I'll see you guys for the daily art grind level 17 tomorrow on Twitch. So all the links to my social, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, website, and Discord are in the description box below. And like I said, I'll see you guys on YouTube on Twitch tomorrow at 10 a.m. EST like always. And yeah, so like always, keep grinding, take some break and don't slack. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, peace.